The beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic saw Kenyans experience one of the harshest financial crises in the country. This led to a surge in M-Pesa donations and charities in order for Kenyans to support others. However, some people saw this as a business opportunity to fatten their pockets and exploit Kenyans. We chose two examples to highlight the online scamming. About 9 months ago, Omosh, a famous actor who appeared in the famous series Tahidi High, did an interview talking about how broke he is currently. Kenyans felt empathy, realizing that one of their favorite childhood actors had nothing, not even a house, to himself.
I have nothing to do.
So kama
ushaikaga peke yako kwa barabara unatembea unalia. That's what I do. Natoka kwa nyumba nang'ara na kuna malenda. Natembea tu kwa barabara nikilia. Unaangalia ni house rent. An year sijailipa. Unaangalia ni food watoi wanadai. Sina anything ya kuwapatia. Sina job ati naenda mahali nika hustle. Nikalete watoi food. Yaani bibi yuko tu ni napata mtu kama wewe napata best. Tu andiokolea. Yaani friends wameniweka for 1 year.
The interviewer asked him what he needed, and he said that he only needed some help in order to stabilize himself and pick himself back up. People donated, and about 800,000 was donated to Omosh. A few weeks later, Omosh was found staggering back home from a club. He was drunk, unable to stay balanced. Omosh later came out asking Kenyans for help again. He stated that he had not received the 800,000. He also added that some people had only made pledges and not donations. This made Kenyans furious, realizing that they had now become cash cows for their favorite childhood actor. About 3 months ago, a lady on Twitter decided to share her story. She talked about how she was in campus and got pregnant. Her boyfriend at the time decided he didn't want the kid and decided he wanted nothing to do with her. She was left heartbroken and went back home to confess to her parents. Her father was unbothered and her mother stayed by her side. She became depressed, realizing that pregnancy was tougher than she thought. She gave birth alone and had to move back home. She had nothing. She couldn't even afford Pampers. She realized that she couldn't be the only mother who was suffering. She then decided that she will help others in situations like hers. After sharing her story, she shared a paybill number where other Kenyans could also donate in hopes of helping single mothers across the country. They were to use this money to buy Pampers and help women in any way that they could. However, it became public knowledge that the person whose name was under the paybill was not actually the lady, but another man. This man was found in a WhatsApp group bragging to his friends that he could now afford a small car, maybe a Vitz. A note maybe, is what he said. Would people really mind? Would they ever know that he spent the money buying a car? Kenyans became furious again. They realized they had made the same mistake twice. Their generosity was now being taken for granted. We sat down with Chelsea to get her view on this matter. Hi Chelsea.
Hi Lisa.
How are you?
Mimi niko sawa. How are you?
Niko salama pia siwezi teta. So you've obviously seen the Omosh story and the Shalin Mukami story. Do you think Kenyans are gullible? Do you think they're naive? Do you think they keep falling for people who come, ask for money, and not knowing where the money will essentially go?
I'm not sure I would look at it as Kenyans being gullible or being naive. I don't know if it's really a problem with Kenyans or a problem with humanity. And not necessarily a problem, quote unquote. But really, humanity is generally trusting. I think that's something that's built into our DNA. It's what gives us the soul. Yeah, we care for each other, we trust each other. I feel like the problem comes in where there are people who understand that humanity is trusting and humanity cares, so they decide to prey on the trust of humanity. Yeah, because essentially it shouldn't be wrong for me to help you. That's what keeps us growing. That's what helps us to stand and to overcome problems. It shouldn't be wrong, because there are people who come up with such things and they genuinely mean it. You know, si kila mtu anajaribu kuiba. But the problem is those ones who know, because if I ask Lisa for money, I can prey on her conscience and make her feel a type of way and decide to give, then easy money. You know, it's the same way there's street kids who will know that because I can make you feel a type of way, let me make a whole cartel, quote unquote, out of it. So yeah, like I said, I don't think it's that humans are naive, but rather we trust and people take advantage of the trust.
I do agree that people are taking advantage. They've realized people are kind and they're preying on Kenyans. Have you ever fallen victim of these people online? Have you ever removed money? Have you ever donated? Even if it's via M-Pesa, PayPal. And then you came to realize, oh my God, it was a scam all along.
Honestly, no. Because in as much as there's the kindness of humanity, I think another side that we can mention is we can also sometimes, because we've seen the pattern, we can also be like, I know I'm kind, but bro, I've seen what other people have experienced. So more often than not, when I see these things, there's always the side of me that's like, is this really true? Like, especially after we consider cases which you've mentioned, like the single mom and the Omosh case. I look at everything with like a second eye. Be like, really, do I really want to donate? So unless you're somebody who I'm really, really close with, and fortunately I've not had anyone who's close with me having a situation that would be there enough for me to donate cash immediately. So no, I haven't. The closest I've gone to such a thing is maybe giving street kids money and then realizing, hey, these ones, they're liars.
Thank you so much, Chelsea, for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for answering all my questions.
You're welcome.
And for you guys back at home, make sure to do your diligence before you donate any money to people requesting it online. Until next time, stay safe and sanitize.